Now, the thing I hear is the need for education for all of us. So, Trev, we wanted to learn about a dish that is close to your heart. We are talking congee. For everyone at home, if you want to cook along, here's a look at what you will need. Get all those ingredients together. And let's get started on congee. So first, tell me a little bit about congee. Would you liken it to a porridge?
Yeah, Tracy, it really is similar to many porridges that different cultures have. This is something that is, intrinsically for a culture, something that we have that is really soothing to the heart. It's comfort. It's something you might have when you're sick, but it's also something you might have on a Sunday afternoon or like a brunch breakfast meal that my mom used to make. So I would always smell her making it on a Sunday with noodles. I love it.
Okay, how do we start making it?
So the basis of a good congee really is rice and water. And from there, you can actually experiment with any type of ingredients you want. The one I'm doing is what we call a Sunday congee because that's the one Mom would make. It's my favorite one, and it's the one in my book as well. So I have some lean pork here, which I've cubed up. And I put some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of magic white powder, what I call, which is MSG. And that is a different... That's a different episode we can do all together on that topic. But we put this in the fridge. We put this in the fridge and we marinate this for about an hour or more. Then you have some short grain rice. Short grain rice is better than long grain because it breaks down faster. Then I have here a salted duck egg or a preserved duck egg. Today I'm using a salted duck egg. What you want to do is you want to get the rice and you want to rinse the rice underwater until you lose the cloudiness of the water. And then you go 5 parts water to 1 part rice. That's about what I do. If you like it thicker, you can do less water. If you like it thinner, you can go more water.
How do you prefer, Trev?
My mother always had to appease the 2 children that had different tastes, right? My sister prefers it like thick and gloppy. I like it a little bit more on the runny side, so she would do it in the middle. But here's the thing about congee. It's very similar to chili and stews. So if Mom made a big batch and it went into the fridge, it got better the next day, but it also thickens up. It thickens up a bit. So I would win on day 1 when it's fresh, but my sister would win on day 2 because it was thicker. Okay, so for me, so here today I made the consistency that I like, which is a little bit on the runnier side. And this has been cooking for about 2 hours. Now you can cook it a little bit longer if you like, but the most important thing is like congee when you cook it is very similar to when you cook risotto. You got to stand over it a little bit, make sure that the heat isn't too high, and you stir it off and on so it doesn't thicken too much or stick to the bottom. Sometimes you just add a little bit of water, but this is ready to be plated. So I want to move this over here and get my fun garnishes ready to go because I'm going to plate this up. So I'm going to get the congee here, put it into a nice bowl. Oh, this is just like, this reminds me of Sunday morning right now. Okay, so there's our congee ready to go. And then I know this isn't called necessarily in the recipe, but one thing I learned from a cook that I once had who was of Vietnamese and Cambodian background, they have an array, I call a buffet of condiments to finish their congee. And that's something that I've adopted now. So traditionally for this, it would be just some green onions and some ginger. But what I learned from this cook, they would go with a little bit of chili oil, some cilantro, some parsley, some shredded lettuce. I know, odd, right? But it actually adds texture.
Okay.
And then there is these crispy shallots. Oh, more texture, more flavor. Fresh lime, right? Very Southeast Asian. So I now understand Vietnam and Cambodia using a lot of citrus, very good balance. And then this is very classic Chinese. We would fight over this. This is a savory donut that you can get that you would eat your congee with. And basically you just dip this in and eat it. So old school, soulful Sunday congee.
Thank you, Chef Trev. So his congee recipe is up on our website, cityline.tv. Excellent. Everything you need is